From Cornwall to Birmingham and Johnston and Bexhill, here's Ruben Spar on the radio.
Hello to Tally Koren. How are you today?
I'm very good, very excited. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, can you tell me, we're sort of talk about where you started your career. So, can you tell me, what was it like releasing your debut single back in 2007?
Which single? We're talking about Beauty of the... Which single?
Magical Powers.
Magical Powers. It was 2017, not 7.
And 17, yeah.
Yeah, it was a wonderful experience because at the time I was dealing with talent of children. I discovered that children has, purity, innocent, and I was running competition around the country. I created something, the national poetry competition, and the House of Lords supported me. So getting that words by 12 years old blown me away, and immediately I composed a song. That's what happens to me when I hear good words. It immediately makes me go to the piano, and it doesn't need to be the whole song. It's even one line, but something that is a little bit more than the average. And that's what this song, this poem did. And I performed it at the Royal Albert Hall, and it was like, wow,
Well, what was it like to play the iconic Royal Albert Hall?
Oh my God, that was so amazing. It was, hopefully I will play there again, but at the time I used to drive with my late husband with the car passing the Royal Albert Hall, and I used to say to him, I'm going to play here. I'm going to play here. And it was a miracle, like a magical power, that just a few months before he died from terminal cancer, I got to play there. And it was so emotional to see him in the crowd in the first line, first row, sitting and seeing me. And everything was beyond any venue. And I played in good venues, but it's just iconic. And I had my own room, dressing room, and we had 200 people orchestra and choir. So it was big operation. But, I'm very professional at what I do. I work very hard. And when you work hard, you get results. If you don't work hard, you don't get results. It's so simple as that.
So, can you tell me more about your debut album called 72 Names?
Oh, 72 Names. If I'm honest now, I'm thinking, I didn't know what should be the title. And in a way, I love anything to do with esoteric, mystical, Kabbalah. And at the time I was studying, I did a BA in theology. So I came across these 72 names as something powerful. And I just thought it would be cool to call it that name. The album was the first album that I really committed to do something. And it was amazing to be a month after its release on the Radio 2 playlist, with no budget, with nothing, with the song Beauty of the Duty. So I recorded in this room Many of the tracks. My sound there is electroacoustic, so that's what I always love. I love acoustic, but I like the electro, the dancing, and so kind of achieved good things. But I remember a critic said there, Tally has a very big potential to have an amazing album, but it sounds like patches of like puzzle, you know, I took from here, took from here, took from here. And you know what? He was right. He was right. Because when you don't have a budget like, you know, big bands that going, you kind of juggle around. But I believe that my next album won't be, it will be a whole sound and unity. The other album, I kind of work with few producers, and that's always the result. If you work with different people, you will get different sound.
So, can you tell me more about single that released called Calling You?
Oh, Calling You is, you know, every artist has a song that you ask, what is your favorite, or it's not that it's the favorite, because I love, you know, it's like children, you like many of your songs, but Calling You, especially the I have two versions, one just piano, but the one that it's with the drums and the produced one, it's really brings you the electroacoustic, but also another miracle happened because I wrote it and I said, I'm calling you now, I'm alone. I'm calling you my angel, make me strong. Because my journeys wasn't easy, you know, for all your audience, songwriters, musicians, people that wants to, you know, make it. It's a journey to everyone in a different way. But my journey wasn't easy at all. But I wrote that song after not finding love for a long time. And here I am. I found my husband. He's not with us anymore because, as I said, he passed. But the angels heard me and I found the love. So there is meaning into the words. And also I love the ambient, and many of my fans really love that song. But I have different fans because I have few different styles.
So, can you tell me more about the album that released called Timeless Melodies?
Right, so Timeless Melodies, my first album, which was when computer entered to my life, and I always loved classical music because that's what I heard at home. I always played the Moonlight Sonata from the age of 3, until I've learned to play it all. And one day I was very low, extra low, and I called my friend and she said, write a song. You know, she knows that when I'm down, you write a song. I said, I don't want to write any more songs. I'm fed up of writing songs. But I listened to her. But I went to the piano, and instead of writing song, I played the Moonlight Sonata, which I knew the whole piece. And suddenly the words came to me, just like natural. Everything that I do need to work natural. Good melody bring good words bring good melody. It's all a relationship. So I then after heard Eric Satie, Gymnopodie, and I wrote that song, and then I decided to make an album. And I had Sony BMG, head of Sony BMG Classic Crossover wanting to sign it, but it didn't happen. But in a way, it's kind of confused a little bit people because of the classical crossover. But I'm not classical crossover, you know, I'm just an artist that loves music. But yeah, there is no point to get regret of anything we do, but maybe it wouldn't be my choice of my first album.
So, can you tell me more about Two Kisses?
Two Kisses is actually quite moving story, but actually moving and relevant for our interview. Very relevant for our interview. I didn't expect you to ask me, but I'm actually very happy that you're asking me. So when I came to London, I had one phone number. And that phone number was a songwriter, lyricist especially, called Joel Rockman. So I met him, and he was the first person that, you know, took me out, introduced me to things. And one day he wrote that song when it was after his mother passed away. So it's one kiss to say hello, one kiss to say goodbye. So he wrote it in an airport about his experience of saying goodbye to his mother. Took me time to arrange it, to produce it. I'm a really hard worker. And then I was in a house of Sacha Baron Cohen, the actor, playing that song, and have dedicated. So I played it on the piano. And my late husband heard me singing it on the piano, fall in love with me playing that song. And then why is it relevant to today? Because Joel, the writer, which is like my family here, he just fall down and damage his brain, and he's in hospital in emergency now in a life-threatening situation. So I didn't sleep last night. That's why I'm extremely tired. But he's the one that gave me that beautiful words, and that song touched many people.
So, can you tell me more about If I Could Write a Love Song?
If I Could Write a Love Song was a song that a winner, again, competition. I love doing competition for to get more lyrics. So that was not for children, that was for adults. And that lyric came, he was the winner. If I could write a love song, I write it, I don't remember the words now, but it's just like the most romantic song. And I composed it, and yeah, it took me a long time until I was happy with the production and the words. You know, sometimes we, the musicians, are our worst enemies, because always demos sounds the best. And then we try and we change and we change, and I drove the writer crazy, and we changed the lyric, but it's history. You learn.
So, can you tell me about your latest album called The Downtown Experience?
Well, that I've done it lately. That was just a lovely experience for me as well, putting a lot of songs that were out there in my computer that I did with wonderful producers like Dave Dix, that did What a Wonderful World, and Alison Moye, and then I recorded What Was I Made For? This is I've just done now. So I took songs that they represent more my down tempo, which I love down tempo, but I cannot help it that I like dancing as well. You know, I like up tempo as well. So the down tempo was putting together few songs, many of them were old, and it was very interesting to hear reaction of people, my fans and people that love me, that they were like, oh, Tally, that is so good. And you sing here so nice. Maybe it suits my voice because, you know, I've got that relaxing voice. It got really, really good reactions.
So, can you tell me more about your latest single called Free Will?
It's not only Free Will, it's Free Will VIP
VIP.
version. And why is VIP? Because the song is already a successful song on Spotify and everywhere. It's actually one of the songs that represent me the most. But I haven't achieved the goal. I had many deals on the table from Sony, from IMG, from Werner to sign me with that song or to give the song to famous people because it does have that element of a hit song. And I just decided to reproduce it again. So a lot of the stems are actually stems that were, but I reproduced it, changed the arrangement, and just took a really good mixing engineer that helped me with the success of when I was on the Radio 2 playlist with Beauty of the Duty. So he understands rhythm. And what I understood, and even tonight when I had streaming before on TikTok and Instagram, for me, Free Will is not just a song. It's really, really a life journey of my resilience, my commitment to inspire people to do better choices in their life. This is kind of like my life purpose because, like the chorus said, the word saying, in every breath I take, I don't know what is on my way. I don't know what you bring to me. I know my will is free. So we don't know what will happen to us today, tomorrow. And it doesn't matter what you bring to me. Some people believe in God, some people don't believe, and that's not what's relevant. The important is that life brings us all kind of situations and not easy ones necessarily. It's what you make with the situations. That's what is important, is the choices that you do. Because I could have given up a long time ago. I'm saying Van Gogh, you know, if Van Gogh would give up, the world would not enjoy this treasure, right? So it's a choice that we do between good, bad, love, hate, you know, and it's a choice. And that's my life purpose, to inspire people to do what they love so they can be more happy, so the world can be a better place.
So, are you going to work on any new music in the near future?
Sorry?
You're going to work on any new music in the near future?
There is a lot coming on, a lot coming on. First of all, we have the Spanish version of that song, a French version, and more and more that I'm not revealing it yet, but a lot to come, especially at the beginning of January, because I'm on a I'm on a mission now with the song to inspire millions. So that's why, you know, I do interviews and everything to spread the message so people can listen, can share, be inspired. And but definitely there is much more music to come. And with that particular song, Free Will, big surprises in 2025.
So, are you an independent artist or are you a signed artist?
I'm independent artist, but in order to be on the platforms like Spotify, iTunes, in the past, I'm talking about 2008, you didn't have so many digital shops like CD Baby and Ditto. There wasn't anyone. There was just the Orchard that I joined. So I had to call myself a label. So this is, you know, our communication is through my label, TCK Production, but it's all me. I produce, I edit, and yeah, I learned that I kind of like to be in charge, but love working, love collaborating with talented people and have a lot of support for many people.
So what's it like being an independent artist for you?
It's very, I don't want to put anyone down here, because the opposite, my purpose is to inspire people. If they love singing, maybe not to quit their job, but go to a choir or have a hobby, give themselves. But if you're not clear of who you are, and as you can see, even the song that you mentioned here in this interview did have a little bit of difference because of the writers, because of the production. People don't know where to box you. So I am a very, how would you say, difficult people to pitch. People want to put you in a box, and I refuse. So my journey is longer. That's all. And that means not much, income and a lot of things. You have to do different things. But still, I wouldn't change my journey for a second.
So finally, can you tell me, listeners, where can I find you on your social media?
So everything is at Tally Koren, which is TALLYKOREN. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, everything at Tally Koren. Please follow me. Please help me to inspire people to make better choices in their life and be happier.
Thank you. Let me chat to you today.
Sorry?
Thank you. Let me chat to you today.
Yes, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and lovely chatting with you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.